Microphone or 12-0? Microphone? Yeah. Hello, good afternoon. Malcolm, don't worry, I will speak fast. So, yes, it's fine. So, at the last few meetings, we saw some members wanting some change for LINX. And it made us, the board, realize we have never told you what you should do to engage with us being LINX. And I volunteered, stupidly, to present something about what members could do if they have something they want, like a unicorn. So we set the expectation right. You can wish it. It may not happen. To make sure it happens. So, as you have heard yesterday, we are a membership organization, and we care about you, the members, very much. And therefore, we wanted to make sure you had the chance to tell us what you want to do, and we wanted to make sure you knew what to relate to us. So you want something. I'm sure you all want something. I always want something. Richard and John will tell you, I always ask for the moon, and I'm still hoping before I leave the board I will get it. But as the year pass, I am tempering my enthusiasm. So you want something. You want a new service. You want a better interface for root collect, anything. It doesn't matter what it is. You want to engage with us because you are not happy. The first thing you want to make sure is what a member wants something. We have 800 of you. 800 of you mean that you may not want the same thing. And we may not be able to satisfy everyone. How much we like you all, it may not be possible. So we want to make sure that when you come with an idea, you are checking if your idea has support from the membership. You will have seniors, users at the time, anyway, asking you to raise your hand, some test sometime to know what you want to do. And when we have, in effect, something we think you want, what next? When you think you should ask the staff if other people have the same thing. So when you want to know if something happened, first you can ask the staff, am I the only one, am I the first one? You could ask other members, that's why we have those meetings. And as soon as you have identified that finally you are not alone on the universe, is what you're asking, in effect, will be useful for more than one member, what next? What happened at this point is we may like the idea, but it may be a bit too hard to do. You know, it's maybe that it's expensive and it needs some authorization. It may be that it's so expensive that the membership needs to approve it. Hopefully, you don't want to put a man on the moon, and it will be something which is quite reasonable. But depending on the level of authorization, the board may have to approve it, or the membership. If it's simple, hopefully the executive can do it. So, one thing we want to make sure that you have is, when you are asking things, be patient. I think sometimes LINX is seen as a bit of a slow-moving organization. Because we are member-driven, often we have to go back to you, and it takes some time with the cycle of meetings. And if you're asking, and we are trying, we will try to answer your request. I know sometimes when you are wanting something and it's not there, it's easy to get upset. You know, we all want something and it's not being done. I'm a kid at heart, and if I have something and I want a toy and it's not there, I will throw a tantrum. I want it now, but it's not always useful. So I'm realizing I'm not throwing my slide very much, but okay. When it's alright, I will keep the slide because I follow it not very much. So when you read the slide makes sense. When I wrote them, they made sense. When I present them, not always. So if you can help us, make sure that if you want to make sure that things move faster, being organized and doing things well will help us. Yeah, that's more or less it. And the last thing is, personally, when I see the mailing list of things, I do not like to argue. And I think if you ask things nicely, it's better. Sometimes it feels that if you want something, the best thing is to ask strongly. I don't think so. I think if you ask nicely and politely, you get a better result. So in summary, because I now condense 10 minutes in two, if you want to get something done, you should be ready to convince the organization, the membership, that you want that is good. If it's very hard, you will need to get approval at different level. It could be membership, board, or just the staff. And when it depends, when it's done, we may have to just allocate resources and money to make it happen. And to get that done, you should be able to positively engage with the organization and try to be as proactive and constructive as you can doing so. That was it.
Thomas, should be interesting. Any questions?
You are so nice with me, so nice. I love you all. Okay, thank you.